What's up, guys? Welcome back to Real Weird Journey. I knew you'd be back. I was waiting for you. So I posted a poll again on what you guys wanted to see, and you guys wanted to see get to know me Q&A, but I didn't get a lot of questions in the time frame of like my filming schedule and stuff. So I will be doing that next week. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, comment them down below. Today's video, I'm going to be doing 10 things I've learned on my witchy spiritual journey. This will be a pretty quick video. I'm not gonna go like super duper in-depth with any of these. If you guys want more in-depth story times on any of them, you can always just comment down below and let me know, and I will add them to my list of things to film. A lot of things on this list are things that aren't necessarily witchy or spiritual, but being on this journey, it's kind of forced me or encouraged me to start doing a lot of these things that I probably wouldn't have done anytime soon if I hadn't have been on this journey, if that makes sense. It's been a very beneficial time for me. So number one is, now I know what a pentagram means. You learn all of these things in the movies and in Hollywood about pentagram being evil and it's for Satan worshippers and all of these things, and that is just absolutely not the case, guys. The pentagram is actually just representing the elements, so earth, wind, water, fire, and spirit. So when I'm calling on the elements to help me with my spell or to protect me while I'm doing my ritual, I have a pentagram altar cloth, so I will put the corresponding elements where they would go onto that pentagram while I'm doing the spell. Pentagram isn't evil at all. It literally just represents the elements. Number two, I have found so many uses for herbs and outside of cooking. I went to culinary school when I was young, and I still never seasoned my shit because I just didn't care. I didn't really see the benefits in it besides maybe more flavored food, I guess. But now I know so much more about herbs, and as well as being able to use a lot of them in the kitchen, I use them a lot for medicinal stuff. I take a lot of herbal baths to help me and my family, to help us feel better. I use them in my spells because they have magical properties as well. I have over 50 herbs over here on my altar, and I use them a lot. I also kind of want to share this. I think I manifested this, guys. I've been wanting to learn more about herbs. It's hard to just go and do research because you don't always know where to look. I was gifted this after I told the universe that that's what I wanted to do. It's a bunch of cards with like herbs on them. And on the back it tells you their scientific name, their description, if they're edible, if they're medicinal, if they're poisonous, what you can use them for, how you can use them. And then there's other pages that tells you what kind of leaf shapes there are and what their leaf shapes are called, so you can identify them, and all of that freaking awesome jazz. So I've been slowly going through here, learning a lot about these. That would be number two, is uses for herbs, especially medicinally. Number three would be seeing cleaning as a ritual. So one thing I didn't put on this list is learning about the moon cycle, because I knew nothing about the moon before my witchy journey. I knew there was a full moon and a new moon and some sort of waning and waxing. I don't know what's what. I don't care about the eclipse, all those kinds of things. Now I definitely follow more of a moon cycle where new moon's a manifestation time, full moon's releasing energy. Full moon's usually when I like deep clean my house and get rid of all that stagnant energy, like deep clean and then cleanse with Palo Santo or sage or whatever. Also, I just kind of like hopped off of that and decided to just see cleaning as a ritual in general, because I hate cleaning. I mean, who likes it, really? I realized that what my house looks like and feels like is what I'm showing the universe I deserve, what I want in my life, basically. Because you manifest your reality by your thoughts and your actions in the right now. So if I'm living in a messy space, never tidy, dirty dishes are everywhere all the time, I'm telling the universe that I don't really care. This is what I like my life. I like it to be messy and dirty and unorganized, because that's the reality I'm living right now. So keep giving me this reality because I'm living it. So instead, I've used cleaning as a ritual to show the universe that I want a clean, organized, prosperous life, a welcoming life, a peaceful life. So now my home is a direct reflection of what I want my future to be like, what I'm manifesting. Number four would have to be, I've definitely learned how to be more mindful, and I've learned a lot of mindful practices for like your mind, your body, your soul. It's definitely helped me become entirely more grateful of the world I live in, of the lessons I learned. Everything that I had helps me be more just like present in the moment. I'll share one of the mindfulness practices. I got like a little mindfulness journal that I really haven't touched in a while. I forgot I had it until like the other day. There's a page, you're supposed to write down 3 things you're grateful for. It gives you the 5 senses, and you're supposed to write down 1 thing you experience with each of the 5 senses. And then there's a spot in there for you to write down like how you're feeling that day. And then below that, it has like meditation stuff, but specifically the mindfulness stuff, if you do that every day, you're just already gonna be rewiring your brain to be more present and in the moment and grateful for everything going on around you, because you're gonna be thinking about it now. You're gonna be like, what am I gonna write down? What am I thankful for today? What did I feel today? What did I smell today? All in all, I think it's a great practice, whether you're on a witchy spiritual journey or not, just to be more present and thankful for where you are and where you've come from. I definitely recommend. Number 5 would be, I have learned how to manifest. I am not a perfectionist at it at all, but I have been manifesting a lot of things on accident, and I really think it has to do with just living in my reality now, how I want to live it in the future. Then it's just like kind of coming to me. And I do think a key part of it is to not be focusing on it so hard, like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Perfect example of this was when I was trying to get my own place. I was just thinking about it all the time, and it wasn't happening. But as soon as I stopped and started just like living in the moment and doing my thing, I told the universe, this is what I need, this is what I want. Then I just went back to living every single day, just super present, and then things just came to me. Number 6 is I have learned how to ground myself and meditate. Like, yes, going out with your bare feet on the grass and just feeling the earth's energy and grounding, pulling yourself there. Yes, there's that, but also just like being still and focused and calm and grounded to where you are right now, not living in the future, not living in the past, being grounded to right now and just breathing and appreciating right now. This specifically helps me personally, but I'm sure it would help other people with your emotions, how to feel your emotions in a calm and safe sense, how to process them and let them go. I feel like grounding is really perfect for that, because then you can just breathe and think about it. So that, and then also meditation kind of goes hand in hand with that. It's a little bit deeper. I'm still learning how to meditate because it's hard. I have a lot of thoughts running around, and that's okay depending on what kind of meditation you're doing. I've been trying to do meditations in a way where I go into it with a question I have or something I've been pondering at or a problem I've been trying to solve. I'll go into my meditation with that and then let my brain just kind of think about it. So that's how I do my meditations. The whole clearing the mind thing is really hard for me. I'm still working on it, and I know I'm on my own path, and that's cool. Wherever you're at is cool too. That's just the kind of meditation I'm doing currently, and it works for me. I also definitely recommend those 2 things as well. I recommend everything on this list. Just let's put that out there right now. Number 7 is I've become extremely aware of energy and energy transfer. This is actually one of the very first things that got me into this journey. There was someone in my life who showed me how to build an energy ball in your hands and just feel it and play with it, and I just did that all the time because I just wanted to see what I could do with it. And then I would just like lay there with my hands open and just feel whatever energy was passing through. I would make an energy ball and someone else would put their hand through it, tell me what temperature it was, or vice versa, see what we had felt through each other's energy. I'm very aware of energy now. I can hug a tree and close my eyes and feel the energy from that tree, or feel the energy from the grass under my feet, or feel the energy of other people in the room or what they're feeling. It's also kind of ties into being empathic. I feel like I am empathic, but not as deep or as much as other people. I'm just aware of energies more so than empathic, I think. I don't know if there's a difference. In my head, there's a difference. And also energy transfer. I do believe that your energy is going to rub off onto other people, and other people's energy is going to rub off onto you, whether you want it to or not. So the whole you are who you surround yourself with is true to an extent. So yeah, just another thing to be mindful about, I guess. Number 8 isn't really one of those things that are witchy or anything like that, like most of them on this list. I've learned how to self-reflect and take accountability for like what I'm going through and what's going on in my life, because that's a huge part in, you know, being able to be more mindful and being able to manifest. And I'm just kind of like living this lie to myself. I don't feel like any of my magical practices or rituals are gonna be truthful and honest, because I'm just consistently lying to myself about who I am, what I've done wrong, where I can be better, all of those things. So I've definitely had to self-reflect and like take accountability for my issues, and not even necessarily issues, just like in any given situation, if anything happens, I'm able to self-reflect, even if it's a good thing. Like if I have a good evening with someone or whatever, I could be like, what did I do this evening to make this experience so nice and peaceful, or whatever happened? What did they do? What did I do? Just self-reflection in general. I've definitely learned how to do that while on this journey. I feel like I eventually would have learned to do that, but I learned it very quickly on this journey. And yes, there's ups and downs, and that's okay. We're all learning, but it just gets stronger and stronger every single lesson. And if it is something wrong, I can take accountability for it. I know how to apologize, even though that's still a really hard thing for me to do. I do it, and I have done it, and I'm trying to be better at it. Along with that, just telling myself what I need to hear and how I can be better to myself and other people as I continue to grow and heal through all of my stuff. So but yeah, there's that one. Number 9 kind of goes along with that one, and it's just being more open to lessons. Bad shit happens to everybody, and it's really genuinely just about how you handle that and how you let it affect you moving forward. Before my witchy journey, there was some times, man, where either I was in the wrong or someone else is in the wrong, where I was just like, my life sucks, and I blamed everybody else for it, like the way I was raised, the situations I was put in, all of those things, which, yeah, weren't always my fault, but, you know, now looking back, I can take responsibility and self-reflect about them. So it was just like, you, it was never me, you're the problem, my life sucks because of you, blah, 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 this was not my fault. Just not listening to the lesson in anything. Versus now, where I'm like, bring it on. What can I learn from this? Something happens, I'm like, oh, well, why did that happen? What am I learning from this right now? What is the universe trying to tell me? The universe is going to give you the same lessons over and over and over again until you learn them. So I feel like I'm way more open-minded about the lessons I'm learning. And the big old number 10 would just be, I've learned how to prioritize my peace, man. My peace comes first. I don't want to do anything that's going to sacrifice that or make me feel in a triggered state all the time or anything like that. I don't want to be around people who are going to take away from my peace, only add to it. If you guys have felt that peace of just being able to sit there and be calm, not be triggered at all, now I have the boundaries and the communication skills to prioritize that and make sure that it's not taken away again. If there's one thing I want you guys to learn from this whole entire video, is to prioritize your peace. And a lot of the things I've listed have definitely helped in learning how to do that. So that's 10 things I've learned on my witchy spiritual journey. To end this video, I'm gonna do an affirmation card pull real fast, and then I'll say my outro. This is the deck I have, by the way, if you guys were wondering. Alright, what does the collective need to hear today? Spirit. It says finances. I can spend or save money how I see fit. I have worked hard to own what I have, and it is my choice and my choice alone how to use it. No one can take this freedom away from me. Damn, every single time I pull one of these, I need to hear it too. I hope this can resonate with some of you as well. I know there's a lot of trauma and social aspects surrounding finances in general, and I didn't grow up in a situation where I was taught how to handle my finances. I've 100% been learning this lesson on my own. As long as you're being responsible with your own finances, and even then, nobody gets a say in how you live your life. You're spending your money the way you see fit. Whatever consequences, good or bad, come your way because of it is your lesson learned, nobody else's. So just remember that. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Especially share with people who are just like starting their witchy journey or who would just be into this kind of video. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. They will all be linked down in the description box below in my link tree. I'll see you next week. Bye!